Hi, I'm your CTI registrar, and this video is for all CTI candidates for graduation. As I have said many times before, congratulations on your continuous journey to graduation. But there is one last step that you will need to complete, and it is your graduation bio. Okay, we make this a very simple process, but we save it for last because you have to have your vestments before you take a picture, which you will include with this bio. So this video is going to help explain all of that. Again, this is the last step before we meet in December and you finally graduate. It is very important to watch this video first before you start, so you're very clear on what we need to make your day very special. So we're going to get started. Now I want to actually work backwards and then show you what to expect, and then we'll show you how to do it. So let's take a look at some previous graduates before we get to this page, okay? All right, let's take a look at what things are going to look like when we get everything in place. So this is just a sample that I created so that the graduates can have a good visual of what they need to present. You're going to have a nice photo of yourself here, your name, and as well as the field of study that you are graduating in during the ceremony. We'll put that there. I created one, so this isn't an actual one, hopefully someday, but for now, this is just one I made up. Also, you will have your district, your local church, and you're also going to have your pastor's name, which we're going to show in a couple of other examples, and your spiritual gift. So let's take a look at some previous graduates. We have Deaconess Frances Stuckman. She is our deaconess example. As you can see, it's a light colored background. We really want you to stick with a white or off-white background. She has her gold cord, which all deacons and deaconesses will wear, along with their scarf for the ladies, and of course, ties for the gentlemen. You will wear a solid black colored suit, no designs, just solid color black, and also a white shirt. And make your jewelry, very modest. And also make sure your hair is nice and neat. Now, different people have different styles of hair and lengths, but all we need you to have it is neat. This is a formal event, so you want to keep things very neat and tidy. As you can see, we have her district, her local church, as well as her pastor and spiritual gift. All right, here's an example of a deacon, which of course, same rules apply to have the solid black suit, also a tie and the gold cord, which you will order, and we'll show you that in just a moment. And then, of course, you will have a nice clean shave there, looking good. And then also, this is our CFO, Deacon Jerome Flood. He is an honor student, or was an honor student. So we have the gold to represent his honored status. So a nice light background. You will also have if you are an honor student, it will be mentioned. You will mention your district, or we will mention your district, your local church, your pastor, as well as spiritual gift. For our missionaries, you will have the title missionary before your name, then your field of study, district, local, church, pastor, and spiritual gift. And of course, you will wear the crown as well as the vestment, and also a light colored background, very modest look, and that is for our missionaries. Then we have our female ministers. I gave two examples. This is, of course, one of our honor students, and you will have the title minister before your name, and she has a background that's not white, but it's still very nice against her black vestment, which all female ministers will wear the vestment as this. And please make sure when you take your picture, give us enough room. We're going to show you another example of how your photo will possibly look when you send it to us. And then also be sure to provide the right information for you. Okay, then we have another example. Here's another nice white background and a vestment. And this is pretty much how the female ministers will appear. Finally, we're going into our ministers. This is the sample of our Christian Ministerial Studies students, ministers, or male ministers. you will wear, this is called the surplice, and it is white, like a white linen cover. I will show you a full picture in just a moment. And there is no tippet. It's just the cassock, which is the robe, the black robe underneath. Then you have your cinture and the surplice, but no tippet. So you'll see that in just a moment more clearly. It's a nice picture, has a nice white background, plain, no designs. And then for our elders that are in the CPC or the Christian Pastoral Certification Program, you will wear the tippet if you are a currently serving pastor. So you will put on the tippet with your order. So that's pretty much how the pictures or the layout will appear to your family and friends. So you want to make sure your pictures are just done right. You can do it with your phone, a camera, however you want to do it, but you want to keep the background white and clear and plain. And then also make sure you're looking neat and clean and tidy and get ready to show your family and friends your accomplishment. All right, the first thing we want to do is show you where to go to get to the bios, and then we're going to touch on vestments at the end. You're going to go to registrar, and then it's graduation bio form. Okay, so I've already explained about the pictures that you're going to upload or email to me, but you cannot take them until you get your vestments that you've seen. You're going to fill out the different spaces. Of course, your ministry title upon graduation, your program of study, as well as all of the information that is required. So you don't have to create a bio. You just fill out this information. It's very simple, very easy to fill out. And all of the ones with the red asterisks are the ones that you need to fill out for sure. You have to do those or it will not submit. So you have to make sure all the ones with red asterisks are filled out. Anything that doesn't have a red asterisk, like your middle initial, that is optional. But I will tell you that whatever your name or however you want it on your diploma, you want to put it like that here so we know how to put it on the bio photo. So please make sure to put what you want us to know. So if you don't want a middle initial, don't put one. If you want your full middle name initial, gentlemen, if you want your suffix, third, fourth, junior, senior, you can add that, but you have to add it in order for us to know that's how you want your name to appear on the screen. Your local pastor, district, local church rather, then also your positions, if you have any at your local church or on your district, you can put them there and you'll fill out as you read what it is and then hit submit. So that is how you're going to submit your bio to us. Please do not include a bio you've written. This is a lot easier for you, and it's also easier for us because we can kind of give everybody equal time when we create the photo presentation. There are two options. You can email your photo once you get your vestments. You can email them to me, or you can hit contact. And by the way, if you have a mobile phone, you will have to hit the little 3 lines and you'll see these commands. So if you have using your phone, you can see the 3 lines and then it will show you all the commands. When you come here, you will be able to see where you can email it to me. We will probably have a link for you to upload your photos before October 30th. And by the way, I'm going to go back to registrar and graduation bio form because the date here says October 30th, 2020, but actually whatever year it is that you're watching this video and you're a candidate, you have to get those photos to me by October 30th of that year. So please make sure to make a note of October 30th. You want to get that video, that bio and your photo into me, okay, or to the registrar. So please keep that in mind. All right, the last thing I want to do is take you over to the vestments. Many of you say, where do I get my vestments? You're going to go to student resources. You're going to go down. Here's deacons and missionaries. Let's take a quick look. Here's a description of all of the information, like what's the cord about or how do I wear it? It's all right here. And also a description of what I explained earlier about the white shirts and the blouses for the ladies and black suits, all of that. So you're just going to scroll down. Here's the price. Here's how you wear it properly. And then also click here to purchase for deacons and deaconesses. You scroll down a little more, and here is the missionary vestment. You click here to purchase, and you purchase it through that vendor. And remember, you're going to get both the crown and the white dress. So please make sure to get your best fit. This is basically, one size fits all for both, but this one, you will definitely have to know what your size is, and you'll discover that once you click here to purchase. Then we're going to hit the back key over here. My key is over here, but wherever yours is. Then you're going to go to student resources again. If you're not there already, then you go to pastors and ministers vestments. And then this is really interesting for those of you that want to know the different names of the vestments pieces, and it will explain to you what it means and how to wear it, that kind of thing. So you may want to read that at your convenience. And also, if you happen to get to the pastors and ministers and you want to get to the deacons and deaconesses, you can click here. If you happen to say, oh, I'm on the wrong page, or if you're a deacon or deaconess, you need to click here for your vestments. So that's convenient. However, for ministers, these are for ordained pastors. There are ordained as elders or ministers right here. These are for the men. And also, as you can see, it says no tippet until you become a pastor. So only pastors get the black tippet. As you can see, it's like a scarf. So that is the tippet. They only go to the pastors. If you're an elder or minister, you will look like this. Okay, so both of those, you'll click whatever applies to you. Click here to order. Lastly, we have our female minister or consecrated women. Those are your vestments. So you will click there to order. Remember, these are ordered through a different vendor. So you cannot call me to tell you anything about this. You will have to contact Suit Avenue, who handles all of that information. But click here to get your order started, and it goes straight to their site. So you will need to contact them if you have any issues. Thank you so much for viewing. And again, keep up the great work and have a great evening.